news regarding the Utah Jazz. Rudy Gobert is the 2021 Defensive Player of the Year, Nate. Okay, I
Oh yeah,
saw
he
this
is. Of
coming.
course he
I
is.
saw this coming from a mile away. But
Yeah, so did I.
anyway, yeah, he has became the fourth player in NBA history to be named the Defensive Player of the Year at least three times in his career. So he got this award in the locker room. The Utah Jazz surprised him with the award, and he is the second Utah Jazz player this year to win the award. The first one was Jordan Clarkson becoming Sixth Man of the Year. But yeah, Nate, he won it in 2018 and 2019. Giannis ended up winning it last year. So he's won the Defensive Player of the Year 3 out of 4 years. Pretty impressive. Philadelphia 76ers Ben Simmons, he had 15 first place votes with a total of 287 total points. Um, and Golden State Warriors forward Draymond Green, he had 76 total points, and they finished second and third. And then the fourth place guy was Bam Adebayo, who received the remaining first place vote. So a little bit of history on the Defensive Player of the Year, Nate. Dikembe Mutombo, Ben Wallace, and Dwight Howard are the only other players who have won the Defensive Player of the Year at least three times in their career. Mutombo won it, and Wallace each won the award four times, and Howard won it three. And I do have a quote from Rudy Gobert. He said, and I quote, "It's unbelievable. When I started basketball as I started back when I started basketball as a kid, if somebody would have told me that I was going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I would have never believed them, let alone three times. It's hard to put into words the things that you can achieve when you just enjoy what you do. First of all, and when you have a group of people that believes in you and you put the work in every single day. I try to write my own story, try to enjoy my own journey, but just being one of four guys that have won the award as many times is just amazing." And yeah, Nate, obviously, I don't gotta tell you a lot about Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is obviously a great player. I'm gonna go to his actually, if you can name his stats real quick defensively, like if you look up the defensive rebounds and the blocks, I'd really
Yeah, I got you.
appreciate that. But while you're looking at that, the source for this article was Tim Bontemps, ESPN. So let me start off with his first name. First of all, congratulations to Rudy Gobert on winning the 2021 Defensive Player of the Year, and congratulations to him on winning it three times. Okay, he is one of four players in NBA history. I'm gonna be honest with you, Nate. Rudy Gobert is gonna go down as one of the best defensive players to ever play the game. Okay, and his career is not even over yet. I will say this though. Okay, if he is as long as he is still in his defensive prime, I'm going to predict this right now. Rudy Gobert will win it five times in his career. I'm predicting that right now. If he continues to stay in his defensive prime, I do not see a reason why Rudy Gobert cannot win this award five times. Okay, Rudy Gobert has proven to be one of the best defenders in the league time after time again. I mean, it's just been proven. Did you find his stats yet, Nate?
And on average, 3 blocks a game. He had 8.8 defensive rebounds. Let me just go down real quick. And this year, Mari, he averaged zero point 0.6 steals a game. So overall, Mari, his defensive stats were really amazing, as
Right,
usual.
Rudy Gobert is just another perfect example of a player that's overseas that came to the NBA. He's from Rudy Gobert is, I believe, French. He's from France, and so I mean, yeah, Nate, like I said, these players who come over here from overseas, they really are taking over the game. They like it's seriously happening, and I do enjoy it because I get to see so many talented players overseas come in and just become and just enjoy what they do because they're so talented at it. But Rudy Gobert is just a defensive monster, man. That man is a beast in the paint. That guy, like, that's one dude I don't want to mess with as a defender. Because if somebody tries to come at Rudy Gobert, most likely he's going to block them into another century. But look, I mean, Rudy Gobert, it's no doubt how important he's been to the Utah Jazz. Obviously, him, Donovan Mitchell, Jordan Clarkson has been a good addition to them. Obviously, Mike Conley's been doing good for them. So, but Rudy Gobert, I'm going to be honest with you. Without him, they don't do what they do. Okay, you need that presence in Rudy Gobert to do what you got to do, and he's a great defender. And having a great defender like Rudy Gobert in your team, it helps the team overall because it motivates the team to be just as good defensive as to be the best they can defensively. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, Rudy Gobert is definitely something great for the Utah Jazz, and I do wish him the best of luck in his career. So far, he's had a great defensive career, and Rudy Gobert, he said he has embraced the challenge of being an impact player as a tradition center while the league has shifted to smaller lineups. And he said, and I quote about that, he said, for me, it's really been about getting better every single year, and teams have been trying to negate my impact one way or another every single year. So I had to raise my level year after year and day after day to be able to try to keep dominating on that end. And I mean, yeah, Nate, when you really look at it, it doesn't matter, like, regardless of like how many points he averages a game. Rudy Gobert defensively, he is an absolute monster. I know he has a great contract. I think he makes like 200 million for 5 years. I believe that's his contract. But I'm gonna be honest with you, that defensive presence in the paint, I think he's worth every penny of it. Because without him, the Jazz are not as good as they are. And I'm gonna be honest, Rudy Gobert's impact on that team is so important. And I think the reason why the Utah Jazz are so good, like guys like Donovan Mitchell are good, guys like Joe Ingles and Bogdanovich, the Jordan Clarkson, the reason why these guys I feel like are so good, especially defensively, because I think the Utah Jazz are a very underrated team defensively. The reason why I think this team is so good defensively is because of Rudy Gobert. Because having a guy like that in practice who's going to be 100% every time on defense, it definitely raises the level of all the other players around him to be better defensively. So with that being said, the Utah Jazz are still in the playoffs. Utah Jazz are facing the Los Angeles Clippers. I wish them the best of luck in that series. And again, congratulations to Rudy Gobert on winning Defensive Player of the Year.
Right, absolutely. I just want to touch up on a couple more stats. I found more. This was his eighth season, by the way, in the NBA. He led the league in defensive rebounds per game, which is 10.1. He had 720 total defensive rebounds, which is absolutely amazing, Mario. He had total block shots of 190, and he ranked second in block shots per game, which is 2.7. Those are just some really great stats, Mario. He recorded 6 games with at least 15 defensive rebounds and 8 games with 5 or more blocks. And he also got the season high 20 defensive rebounds against the Warriors on March 14th and a career high 9 shots against the Chicago Bulls on March 22nd. So overall, Mario, I mean, we expect this out of Rudy Gobert. He's a great defensive player. And I got to be honest with you, I can definitely see him winning more Defensive Player of the Year awards. Because he's just an absolute defensive powerhouse. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? And you're absolutely right, Mario. Without Rudy Gobert, I don't think the Utah Jazz would be who they are. I mean, would they still be a playoff contender? Yeah, but that defensive presence wouldn't be there. It just would not be as prominent as it is now. So I think with Rudy Gobert, it just makes that team that much better. Um, I think he's under a 5-year extension, so you know, that if I'm the Utah Jazz, I wouldn't waste it. He's just a defensive powerhouse. It's something you're not going to see for a very, very long time. Defensively, Rudy Gobert is generational talent. That's just that. You know what I mean? I enjoy watching Rudy Gobert play defense, just watching him swat the balls out of the way. I love seeing that. I love seeing that because it reminds me of a lot of the basketball memes with the when they swat the ball out, they go no and stuff like that. I love it. I love seeing that stuff. But anyways, with that being said, best of luck to Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. They're up 1-0 in the series against the Clippers. I believe they play tonight. Let me just check that real quick. They do play tonight. They play tonight at 10 p.m. So I do wish them the best of luck. And yeah, Mario, I can definitely see Rudy Gobert winning more Defensive Player of the Years moving forward.